everyone, it's Crystal Neath, your intuitive tarot reader, and I am here with your April 15th daily tarot reading for 2019, of course. And today in this reading, I'll be picking up on the overall energy for everyone who is watching this video. I hope that you all have a beautiful start to your week, and the cards look pretty nice. We'll go ahead and get into it. We have the Page of Swords upright, the Hierophant upright, the Magician upright, and we also have the Swans. So the first thing I noticed when I was looking at this is all of them have their hand up. And I know we might all have, our different meanings for what that means, but for me, it shows power and like casting some type of judgment or decision. So what this says to me is that a lot of you all will be making major decisions today. You will be kind of like, hear ye, like hitting the gavel. Is that what it's called? A very powerful day. Anytime you have two major arcana, this is like big pivotal moments. So Monday, April 15th will be a big day for a lot of us. Now, I'll start with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is taking up on a new opportunity with something that involves intellect, thought process, organization to a certain extent, more like organization with like information and sorting information and things like that. The Page of Swords is also the messenger. So a lot of you all will be getting messages that you were waiting on. Like this could be a very simple lineup for someone if they've been waiting on any divorce papers or any marriage papers or certificates or anything like that to come in. A lot of the times with the Page of Swords, this is some type of message being brought to you. Now, of course, you'll have to decide whether these messages are good or bad. Now, they do look pretty good with the Hierophant and the Magician. But once again, it'll be your decision to decipher. Now, with the Page of Swords, like I said, being the messenger, bringing in some type of information, we also have these two different energies of the Hierophant, which is the church, the Pope, organization. So a lot of you all will be starting a new maybe school, class, business, organization. This is more like organizations, though it's not really jobs. It's more like maybe a new position, like going up on the hierarchy wherever you are. The Hierophant also makes you question. I can't remember the quote and I don't want to try to mess it up, but basically a wise person questions everything, even their own beliefs and wisdom and knowledge. So when you find yourself not questioning what you know, that shows a barrier on your intellect and on your open-mindedness and really getting a full picture of life. So some of you all might be going between spirituality and fixed religion, seeing a lot of conversations about that, using your religious beliefs and your spirituality to create something. Now, besides the Page of Swords, of course, this can be a very chatty day. You might just start talking about all different things related to religion and spirituality or marriage, because the Hierophant is also marriage. It could just be so many different little conversations going around everywhere. You know how some days are quiet and some days are just like chatty as hell? This seems like more of a chatty day. Now, we also have the Hierophant here, which is, like I said, organizations, religion, strict ways of doing things. The Hierophant, to me, is the masculine energy of Taurus. So it's all about doing it this one way and how it says by the book, and by the book is the only way to do it. And this man is kind of holier than thou. When in reality, like they say, nothing makes this man more holier than him or these two, besides the knowledge that he's attained and the wisdom. Okay. And I do notice a lot of yellow here. So we can also work on our solar plexus today. But like they say, wisdom is power. So read a book, read an article, study, open yourself up today. That'll be a great thing. A lot of you all, this is great energy for marriage too. If somebody was to get married today, this looks pretty amazing also. Now, the next card that we have is the Magician, okay? And the Magician is kind of like the Page of Swords to me. Like, you know what? I have these great ideas. I'm about to mix it up, cast it, that's it. It's always a great energy to start things, in my opinion, when the magician is present, because it's this energy of conjuring things up and creativity and breaking the mold. Now, we also have the swans, okay? So, like I said, a lot of this can be around your relationships. Maybe some of you will be reevaluating your relationship with your partner or your work partners, okay? Let's not forget we do have a full moon in Libra coming up. So a lot of you all could be talking about partnerships that you have at work, reevaluating them, the roles in your marriage, the roles in your relationship, the relationship you have with you and your friends, all of these things. But these partnerships are ones that you care about. It's not like, oh, your relationship with you and one of your Facebook friends who you barely talk to. This is like, no, deep, soulful relationships. More so, not necessarily family, but it feels like best friend, best friend, lover, spouse, things like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are a lot of questions or conversations around what is love, Is it this poly relationship or is it this structured union? So, yeah. So either way it goes today, anytime the Page of Swords is present, also question, because the Page of Swords sometimes, not necessarily in this deck, can be a little sneaky to me. I always feel like, so I still say, it makes no sense to speak to individuals who don't want to hear what you're saying. They don't even want to, you talking and it's just going in one ear because they don't want to try to understand where you're coming from. So not that I will get into big debates with individuals, because everybody is going to stand strongly on what they believe in, but the wise will be open-minded and open to the new information that is coming in, and then follow it up with research and study and letting your intuition also guide you along with that. So beautiful day of new beginnings, new relationships. I would definitely give it a go today. I love it. I love it. I love it. Also, breaking out of barriers, not holding yourself to any one standard. That's amazing. So with that being said, you all, if you ever need to get a private reading with me, you can always do so by emailing me at crystalneath@gmail.com. Besides that, have an amazing Monday, and I will see you all later.